This is what folks wait for all week long, especially when you bring good news.
Finally. It's been really hard the last 3 weeks coming in here going, yeah, Mercury's retrograde, it gets worse. So Mercury went direct today, and that's very important. It's in the sign of Pisces. We have the full moon this weekend. And tomorrow the moon co-joins Uranus, which is always good for some shaking and quaking. Actually opposes it, some shaking and quaking.
And it's always good for some laughs, too. You're right, Nikki.
Yeah, exactly. And
Kind of
then
redundant, right? The moon and...
Yes, we have. Yes. And then the moon... And then Venus, the planet of love, changes signs, too. So we got a lot going on. All of it is good. That's the important thing. All of it is good for all of us, not just me. For Aries, this full moon is... it brings professional matters... not professional... partnership matters to a climax, one way or the other. And I don't think it's bad news for the Aries, but it means that their partner actually has a valid point and the Aries needs to acquiesce to that.
Okay.
For Tauruses, this is, they're going to be doing a lot of giving, not a lot of getting, and Tauruses are okay with that, but it's where they're doing all the cooking and all the work over the weekend, is what it is for Tauruses. For Geminis, this particular full moon answers the question, who do you love and what do you love? Old love, new love, and that answer becomes blatantly apparent over the weekend for Geminis. For Cancers, this particular energy is begging the question of how much work can you do before you collapse in a heap? And is it worth doing all of that at the price that it's going to take on your health? And the answer to that is it's not, because no one ever at the end of their life looked over and said, you know, I wish I would have spent more time at the office. For Leos, this is a great full moon for them. The reason why is that the sun is in their 9th house of legal matters, important matters, finally coming to a climax, finally getting everything done that you've been working on since October. Finally comes to be for the Leo over this weekend, and it's pretty darn gratifying.
Good.
For Virgos, it's other people's resources flowing their way. It's about money, and Virgos are actually in a pretty good cycle for making a bunch of money, and they get a lot of gratification in that end. But this weekend in particular, they benefit from their partner's resources and other people's resources. So I'm going to my sister's house. She's cooking. For Libra, I don't have to do any of that. For Libras, it is really more about the Libra hearing what their partner has to say and saying, that's okay, partner. My needs trump your needs. Yes. And Libra's not normally that assertive, but they will be over this particular weekend.
That one over there in the newsroom usually is.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm all for it.
And we acquiesce.
Can't say that I blame you. I would. I do. For Scorpios, this is a more difficult full moon for them because they have to do all of the work. Where I don't have to do any of the work. They have to do a bunch. Oh, you're a Scorpio.
That's about right, yeah.
Oh, party at your house?
Sure.
Yeah.
After all that work.
Yeah, after all that work, you may as well. For Sagittarians, they are having the best time. This is their favorite time of year. To play, to have a good time. That's where Bobby is out just having fun. Is he on vacation?
He is vacation, having a great time.
Exactly, and that's what Sagittarians want to do. For Capricorns, they're sticking a little closer to home. It looks to me that they just really want to use this weekend to rest, just to take it easy, because they've been putting forth a Herculean effort at work, and they need a little bit of time off. For Aquarians, they are the hit and runs of the zodiac, where they've got more than one place to be at, and so they can't dawdle. They need to keep up the pace, near and far.
Okay.
It's like they travel far and then they travel short distance after they get to wherever they're going. And then the last sign of the zodiac for Pisces, this full moon makes them actually count their blessings. This is a full moon that makes them look at the resources that they have, the resources that they share with other people. And because Mercury is finally going direct in their sign, it brings back their voice. They've been quiet for the last 4 weeks or so, and that comes to an end over this weekend. So,
all right.
Tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, and I am so happy that Mercury is retrograde, and we are good to go for the next 90 days or so. So
before we get that again.
Yeah, but you know, it's a good 90 days of putting stuff into motion and straightening stuff out and going forward. And I don't like Mercury retrograde, but I know that some stuff's supposed to fall off the wall, and that's what it does during the retrograde. Now it's time, whatever you have left, make it work for you.
All right. Hit it and get it. Thank you, my dear.
Always a pleasure.
See you next Wednesday.
Next week. Happy Easter.